Hello, everybody. On this Friday night, July the 30th, 2021, the last night for stocks for the week as well as for the month of July. Today was the last day, and I think some of you will agree with me that it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. If we were to summarize, let me speak for myself here. If we were to summarize the entire week, the week wasn't all of that, and I think it's safe to say that. If we were to summarize the entire week, the week was not all of that. So let's close it. Let's close out tonight. We are, if I do this right here. If I do this, I'm just trying to, because we can't do this until we actually sign on. So I don't want anybody to say, well, why can't he do all of that stuff before signing on? It won't let you. It won't let you. You have to sign on and then you can do all of that stuff as we stated. All right. We are going to start tonight with here's how we're going to start. I'm signed on a couple different platforms tonight. I'm on Facebook, my personal Facebook page. I am on my Stocks Talk Live with Tim Facebook page, and I know some of you are slowly and surely coming in, and we really appreciate that. We appreciate your coming in and spending some time with us tonight as we talk about today's market, as we close out this week's market, close out this month's market. And then the last thing that I want to do, I want to strategize. Let's strategize. Lastly, and if you're there, let us know that you're there so I can know who you are, so I can talk to you. Just say hello and remember to click the like button. Please click the like button. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button if you want to get these live updates as we talk about the market throughout the day. And for those of you who are on my personal page, if you want to join my Stocks Talk page, you can go over there on Facebook Live, on Facebook, and join Stocks Talk Live with Tim. Again, I'm Tim McKenzie. My name is spelled McKinzie, as we close out the market for tonight. Well, tonight, this week, as well as this month, because as you know, today was the last trading day of the month. The day was the last trading day of the week and of the month. This Friday, the 30th of July in 2021. And so we're going to start there by first talking about what went good, what went bad today on the market. And then we'll talk about some strategies. That's the last thing we'll do. We'll talk about some strategies which we will attempt to take on next week. Once again, if you're watching my page, on my personal page, if you click the photo, I think over there it's a photo of me. If you click the photo, you can hear me, but you probably can't see me. Click the photo. It's going to bring you over to YouTube, where I am live and talking to others live. And the intention is not to be long tonight, because certainly I am once again tired on tonight. Once you log on, chat with me. Tell me who you are. If I don't know you, if I do, just say hello and tell us where you're from if we don't already know. And then if you would like to share with us where you are in the market, you're a newbie, you're an oldie, you're expert, whatever the case may be. My classmate Angie is there. Hey, Angie, it is good to see you. And thanks for being on tonight. Others are coming on. As you're coming on, tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Tag somebody, call somebody, text somebody, and tell them that we're on. and we've been on about 4 minutes and 55 seconds, and so we're going to be on about another 50 minutes and 4 seconds. 50 minutes and 4 seconds, something like that. All right, William Taylor, hello. It's good to see you as well. As I was saying before you all got on, and I know some of you are just getting on, so I don't want to be repetitious. Number one, like the video. Please like the video so you can let Facebook know, YouTube know that you are enjoying the content of this page. Number two, tell your friends to tell their friends and their family members to tell their family members to join the Facebook page, to join the Facebook Stocks Talk Live with Tim McKenzie, and also join the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe, and then click the little button if you would like to get the updates from me during the day when the market is open, because that's what our intention is to do starting. Well, we started already, but we're going to really dive into it on next week. All right. So let's start off with today's market. What some of the things that went well today, some of the things that did not do well today. For those of you who are new, I am only on Robinhood. I'm only on Robinhood. I'm not on a TD Ameritrade or Stash. None of those others. Is something wrong with those others? No. But I am only on Robinhood. I only teach Robinhood, and I only know Robinhood. All right, let me start out with this today, because of course, for those of you who know me, you know I'm very transparent. I'm going to tell you like it is, like a TI is. I have absolutely nothing to hide. So I have two accounts. So what I'm doing right now, I'm speaking to you from one account tonight, not the other account, from one account. All right, on today's market, on the stocks themselves, I went up by $2,528.94. That's what I went up on the stocks. So I closed in the green today. The market went like this morning, then up, and then close out like that. So it wasn't too bad today. It wasn't too bad. It was kind of scary when it opened up this morning, because when it opened up this morning, of course, it looked like it wasn't gaining or losing any money. 1 minute I was in the green, but not too much in the green, $20 or $30. And next thing I'm in the red, not too much in the red, but $20 or $30. And it did back and forth like that until about, if I can check the time here, until about 10 o'clock, like I said, today is going to be a crazy day. And then it turned around. At 10:10. At 10:10, the market went from straight across to straight up. And that's where I began to, number one, make a lot of money. Number two, that's where I began to saw some the market was acting strange, because I assumed that they didn't know which way to go. And so I took advantage of that. What do I mean by that? I had just a few dollars. Angie, in my buying power. So I took some of that few dollars, and which was basically $1,280. I had more than that, but I took $1,280 from that. Hey Patrick, what's up? I took $1,280 from that buying power, and I purchased. Let me tell the truth here. First, I purchased Chipotle, and I purchased Chipotle. I'm sorry, I think I said $1,280. It was actually $1,860. If I'm saying that right, let's go up here. Let's go all the way up here. And so yes, because that was yesterday. All right, so yes, $1,860 is what I bought. One call for Chipotle, and glad that I did, because Chipotle made me I'm talking about nearly $3,000, not including what I put in, nearly $3,000 in about 2 hours. Because it was going up and up and up and up and up. Now, the call that I purchased for Chipotle, I had it to close to next Friday, but I never had the intention of keeping it through the weekend or over at after tonight's market's closing. So I did not do that. So I sold it. Well, I was trying to sell it, but when it finally executed, I I could have had more. Let me put it like that. I could have had more than what I got. Actually, I could have got more. I think I lost by $300 by the time because it kept saying it processed, but it would never come back executed. So I had to keep canceling it and putting it again and canceling it and putting it again and canceling it and putting it again. So at the end of that, I took that and ran with it. I took that money from the buying power. And excuse me, I took that money from Chipotle and let it go into my buying power. Now I have really a whole lot more, a whole lot more. So then the next thing I bought after Chipotle, the next thing I bought was let me explain, tell you what it is. After Chipotle, I bought well, let me put it like this. There's a couple things that I bought because they were looking good. They're not well-known stocks. There's one called Atlassian. There's one called Riot Blockchain. And I'll tell you what the code is. It's Riot. The ticker is RIOT for Riot. And then the next one I bought was Atlassian. Atlassian. The ticker for that is TEAM, like team. So look these up. Look these up because I think there were some good stocks. We'll check back into it later. Now, these were all calls that I bought. And I'll tell you something else I did. I bought another one by the name of Dexcom. Dexcom ticker is DXCM. And then, of course, I bought another one by the name of Silk Road Medical, which the ticker is SILK. And then finally, I bought one by the name of Riskified, RISKIFIED. Now, all of those that I just mentioned, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was about 5. Being that the market was so good for all of them, and they were moving fast. What I did is I took money from my buying power and bought some of all of those, not at the same time. I would buy this one and I would look at it for a while as I was sitting around doing nothing, and I would look at it for a while, and after it had made me about $500 or $600, I would sell it. Now, one of the things that I did is I bought some of the stocks as well. And then after I did that, what I did, I turned around and sold it and kept that money into my buying power. And then the same thing, I turned around and did the same thing with the next stock. I did the same thing pretty much. I bought it because I saw that it was going up good. Watch it for a while, made about $500 or $600 off of it, and then turned around and sold it. So that wasn't bad, huh? That wasn't bad. And I did that about 5 or 6 times, and I think I made a little under $1,500 or $1,600 doing that. Now, here is another thing that I did. Some of those that I just mentioned, I don't know if you all wrote them down. Some of those, let me go back to 1 or 2 of them. The stocks were also good. Riot. If I go to Riot, if I go to it's RIOT. If I go to RIOT, and it's called Riot Blockchain. Now, I bought some of those stocks. Now, stupidly, I let me see before I say that. Yeah, stupidly, I sold it. Because I only bought the call, and then I said, I should buy some of these stocks because it's doing pretty good. Riot Blockchain, which is RIOT, you all should look into it. Why? Because number one, it's under $35 per share. Number two, it went up by $1.05 today during the market, and another $2.05 after market. So I should have kept the call through the weekend. I sold before closing, as well as I only bought one stock because I just wanted to see how it would work. Y'all know I usually don't buy one stock. I wanted to see how much money it was making. And since it made me about $500 or $600 really fast, I just sold it and took the profit. I'm on a mission, y'all. I'm on a mission. You will hear about that later on. My mission that I'm on for next week. Then after Riot Blockchain, I bought one that was by the name of Team, TEAM. Let's look at Team. Team, at least today, when I did it, it was doing very well. It was doing very well, meaning that Atlas Scene, it's not cheap. It's $324.05 per share. I bought the call. They can go down here, and I bought the call because it was doing very well, right? And once I bought the call, I turned around and sold it. And then I bought some of the stocks. I bought the call. I bought some of the stocks. How many stocks did I buy? I just bought one again because it was doing good. I wanted to see what's going to do. And then I bought another one. Because it was making so much money. So I should have bought two when I bought the one. And since I only had one, I bought a second one. And then later on, I sold it. And so it said that I made a little over $810 or something like that from that one. Simple money, right? Simple money, some quick money, some quick pick. All right. And then the next one after Atlasane, that one is TEAM. The next one was called Dexcom. The ticker for Dexcom is DXCM. Y'all need to look these up now, DXCM, because some of these are really good stocks to have. Now, this one was making me a whole lot of money too. Watch this. It closed today at $515.51. The ticker is DXCM. It made $59 today on the market, and then it does not close. It does not change. Trade after market. You cannot. They do not pay dividends, as well as you can trade with it. So what I did, I bought the call. And I can go there. And then same thing. I bought one of the stock because I wanted to see how well it would do. I wanted to see how well it would do. And so I bought it, and according to them, I made a little over $1,560 on a real fast call, just quick money. As a matter of fact, I went somewhere today. I went somewhere with a friend of mine today to lunch at Outback, and I was in the Outback parking lot when I bought that one, and before 15 minutes later or so, I noticed that I was up $600 and $700 and $800, and then I was like, I'm going to close it at $1,000, but it kept up. I never saw $1,000. It went from $900 to $1,200 and $1,200, and so at $1,500, I said, hey, I need this money for my strategy for next week, so I sold it immediately. And took my profit. And then the next one, I have two more to go. It's called Silk. The next one is called Silk, which is SILK. Pretty much did the same thing. Silk today did the same thing. Silk, it's called Silk Road Medical. It's a good stock to have, number one, because it's only $50.18 per share now that it went up by $5.72 today during the market, and they do not trade after market. You can't trade. They do not sell after market. You can trade with that one. And that's another one. I did the same thing today because it was making me so much money. Well, this one didn't make me a whole lot of money. Somewhere around, it says $320 or so. I bought the call, and then I actually turned around and I bought one of the stock because I wanted to see how well the stock was going to do. I wanted to see how well the stock was going to do for the little while I was in it. And then I did not keep it. I should have kept that stock, but I did not because it closed in the green. It's still in the green, and I think it's going to be in the green on Monday morning. They don't pay dividend. That one is called Silk, SILK. I think I'm gonna go back and get some of those. I should actually go back and get some of those now. We can do that, right? We can buy 5 of those now. At least I could buy 5 of those now and not mess up my strategy for what I have next week. I just bought 5 Silk because. And then, of course, I taught you all before, if you've had it for a week or so and it's not making you money, then get rid of it. And then the last one I want to talk about after the Silk is Riskified. We talked about this already. The ticker is RSKD, R as in Romeo, SKD. RSKD is Riskified. Another good one to have. Do I have any? I have some of these already. I'm gonna buy some more. They closed today at $27.50 because they went up by $1.42 today during the market, and another 8 cents after market. Guess what? You cannot play dividend with these, but you can trade with them. I bought them. When did I buy them? I bought them a few days ago. I bought those July the 19th. July the 19th. I bought them, and I've never lost money on it. Every day I've gained money on it. So when I bought them on July the 19th, you all know how I am when I'm going to buy in shares of, if I'm going to keep them, I'm going to buy in shares of 5, 10, 15, 20, or whatever the case may be. So back then I bought 5. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 5 more at this time. So let me buy 5 more. So I'll have 10. That's $137.50. Hopefully that processes on Monday morning and that stock continues to rise. It's good to have these start off. That's where I started. I promise you all, every one of you, Angie, William, Patrick, and Tammy, that's where I started. I started buying these small stocks that were very inexpensive. Now I can afford to buy $3,000 and $4,000 one share of $3,000 and $4,000 stock. When I started, was I able to do that? Number one, when I started, I had somebody doing this for me. And then number two, when I got on Robinhood, I wasn't always able to do that. And so what I had to do is build a portfolio. Because we know the rule, right? We know the rule on Robinhood. If you don't have $25,000 in your account, what does that mean? If you don't have $25,000 in your account, you cannot day trade like you want to. Let me put it like that, without being penalized. Anything over $25,000, you can do anything you want to, as often as you want to, how you want to, and you will not be penalized. Please do not confuse that between stocks and trading. Trading, that's the rule for trading. Stocks, you can buy and sell back and forth the same stock all day long, as many times as you want to, without being penalized. All right. So those are just some stocks that I was playing around with today, because I purposely said today I really wasn't going to do anything new today, and I didn't, because what I bought, right, I sold. I bought them and then turned around and sold them. So I really didn't do anything new today. Number two, I did buy a whole lot of calls, as you saw. And so I don't know if I told you the total already. At the end of the closeout, and y'all can do the math yourself because I am transparent. If you have your little calculators out, you can do the math yourselves. All right. So I'm going to go to my main screen here. I'm going to start bringing my other computer out, because this thing is, number one, too small, and number two, that password always come up there. All right. So let's go here. Let's go here, and let's say I want to do this. All right. So I had put a total in my buying power. Y'all just saw that I just spent some money, right? I think I just spent about $500. So you got to add that back to it. So I had put in my buying power this morning, 6,000. I mean, left in my buying power after this afternoon's closing, $6,225.36. Plus that $500 I just spent on those two stocks. All right. And then when you add that to the $2,524.88 that I made from the stock, that's almost $10,000. Now, that's not a bad day, is it? That's not a bad day to say I made $10,000 on the stock market today. That's not a bad day. That's a good day. And so for those of you who our desire is to be serious about this, I wanted you to see here and know personally that yes, it can be done, and you don't have to buy a pamphlet from anybody for them to show you how it's done. I'm telling you how to do it free. I'm telling you how to do it free, absolutely free. And I'm showing you how to do it free. So you don't have to buy anything from anyone to be able to do this. All right. Now, those are all of the things that we did today. We are going to now, next thing I want to talk about before we get to the strategy, and then we'll be done. The next thing we want to talk about, because we talked about all of this stuff. Now, I closed. Now, I left one option open. AMD, for those of you who had AMD, and Angie, you probably had it. If I know Angie, she probably had it. AMD was doing pretty good today. If you look at the stock itself, AMD was doing pretty good today. What am I pointing at? How AMD was above the ticker. You know, there's a ticker line to the bottom, right? There's a ticker line to the bottom, and AMD for all day was above the ticker, all day long. All right. So they closed today at, no, that was my call. That was my call. I'm sorry, I'm showing you the wrong thing. This is the one. That was AMD. AMD was after opening this morning, it was above all day long. So AMD closed today at $106.44. Angie, do you remember the days when AMD was about $22? And everybody was playing calls and everybody was buying AMD, but everybody wasn't buying enough, like I told them to. I was trying to get the people to spend the money and buy $50 worth of AMD or $100 worth of AMD. I don't know who did or who did not, but now, hey, Angel, what's up? Now that same AMD who used to be $2 and some change a little over a year ago, and then as of 1 year ago was over $72.50, and now today it closed at $106.44. So almost a penny market when we started. I mean, a penny stock when we started out with it, and then now it's at the point where it's $106.44. And I do believe, y'all listen to this and listen to this carefully. I do believe AMD is going places. Now, what do I mean when I say going places? I can almost guarantee you, and we can keep the recording online so we can go back and hear me say this to you and preach it to you if you so desire. But I do believe by about August, September, October, let's say October, I'm going to say October, I do believe AMD would be over $300. Let's highlight that, right? The last day of June, the last day of July 2021 at 9:30 p.m., I said 9:30 p.m. I said Eastern Standard Time. And by October of 2021, AMD should be about $300. If not, hitting it real close. So don't sleep on AMD. For those of you who don't have a lot, remember you can buy it by shares, the whole share for $106.44, or you can buy dollar amount. Buy $50 worth, or $75 worth, or $100 worth. You just got to go up there and change. You got to go up top. If you want to purchase. If you want to purchase, you got to you want to tell you want to buy. And once you tell you want to buy, you got to go up top up there. And where you see that word where it says shares, because mine's in shares, I can change it to go down and change to buy in dollars. Y'all can see that buy in dollars. So you can buy in shares or dollar amounts. And if you can't afford the whole shares of any stock, please, at least if it's moving, don't just watch it move. Get into it. Yes, AMD blew up. Angie, I knew that was your favorite. I knew AMD made you some money, Angie. You probably can go back in your history and you can tell how much AMD has made for you, because Angie was in love with AMD and NIO. And one time she thought that those were the only two stocks on the market, AMD and NIO. All right. But of course, she learned that there's others now. But again, I'll say to you that I think personally, AMD will be close to $300 by October of this year. Okay. October of this year. Okay. All right. So please be mindful of that. Can y'all excuse me for a second? Just a second. All right, I'm back. So don't forget, don't sleep on AMD. If you don't have a lot, you can get some more. You can get the whole dollar amount, or you can get the the whole shares. All right. You can get the dollar amount, or you can get the whole shares, but do not sleep on AMD. Again, that is the only stock that I kept, the only option that I kept open today. I closed all of the others and put all of that money in my buying power. Now, of course, you all know I have a stock here, one stock, and all the rest of mine, I have one option, and all the rest of mine are stocks. I have stocks for days. I have all kinds of stock. Of course, you can see some of them red, some of them green, but those red ones don't faze me. Why? Because what I'll do, let me use one by the name of Toke. Toke, Toke. It says I have 20 shares of those. What I'll do, I'll go into it. When I look at it, it says I have had 20 shares of those. It has made me $51 since I've had it. I've only lost $3.78. So if something has a statistics like that, you've gained $51 and lost $3. Would you sell it or keep it? Do the math. You've gained $51. You've lost $3. I would keep it. So sometimes it's going to be in the red, but when it's in the red, you are not going to lose a lot of money, just a few dollars. All right. So you would keep it. That's TOKE. That's one to have. It's only $16.54, right? Today I lost 18 cents. Not bad, all right? Another one, of course, that is in the red. I'm always talking to you all about the green stuff and the calls. But starting next week, we got a new strategy we're going to try next week. We want to talk to you all about the red stuff in the puts, buying puts. And I know some of you probably by now can tell me, what is the best day to buy puts? The best day to buy put. Anybody know the answer to that? What is the best day for you to buy puts? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know? Can anybody tell me what's the best day to buy puts? The best day to buy puts is on Monday right before closing. Why? Because we know usually the market's red on Tuesdays. And if you try to buy puts on Tuesdays, you are going to lose out because they're going to be expensive, because they're already in the money at the lower end. All right. But if you buy puts, even if it's green on Monday afternoon, somewhere around 3:45, 3:50, right before the market closes, right? All right. And then tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, the market is probably 92% to 95% chance of being bad, but good for puts. Because I'm showing you can make money both ways, on calls as well as puts, on calls as well as on puts. So don't always get caught up in just the calls. Don't get caught up in just the calls. Also make sure that realize you can make money in both directions. You can make money in both directions. So please understand that. All right, it's good to be able to do that. You can make money when the stock is going up, as well as you can make money when the stock is going down. All right, and then of course we are going to now. Let's talk about the puts for the strategy. That is the strategy, because I'm almost done now. The strategy, those stocks. We're going to look at some stocks that are doing well and they're inexpensive. We're going to look at some stocks that are doing well and they're inexpensive. And I'm going to start looking at, I don't know about you, but I'm going to start looking at some Sunday night and Monday during the day. So between 3:30 and 4 o'clock Monday, I'm going to put in some puts. I want at least 5 in. Now, the reason why I said 5, because 3 of mine probably will be very expensive puts, and 2 of mine might be those lower end inexpensive put. Or I might do it in the opposite. I might have 2 of mine very expensive put, and then 3 those inexpensive put. Nonetheless, I'm gonna do all. That's why that's my strategy. And that's why I wanted the money in my buying power, and I'm going to hold it until Tuesday afternoon. Now, watch this. on Monday morning when the market opens. And if the market is doing some good things throughout the day, and I decided to buy something, buy an option and sell an option, and buy an option and sell an option, and do like I did today and make some money, just so 3:30 comes around. When 3:30 comes around, I might have more than 6,500 and something in my buying power. I'll probably have 10, 11, or 12,000. So I can buy more puts, number one. I can buy more expensive puts, number two. And when you buy those expensive puts, you're going to make your money fast. So I want to end up with one where something loses $58. It loses $58 on Tuesday. And I got into it on Monday. So that $58, I'm making somewhere around $5,800 or so, right? So that's what I'm hoping for. And then when you triple, double, or quadruple your chances of doing that, all of the puts that you bought, all of them are doing good but doing bad, if that makes sense. They're actually falling. That's good. But the market's going back down. That's bad. So it's doing good, but it's doing bad. And guess what? It's making you money. And then what are we gonna do? I'm telling you the strategy. So the others of you will have to watch it later on. Then I'm going to wait until Tuesday afternoon before closing on Tuesday afternoon. Either that, watch this, that's strategy A, or strategy B. If I see that the market is turning around after lunch and those puts, which are red, are now becoming green, or they're going up in the positive direction, I'm going to start selling them off. I'm not keeping them overnight Tuesday night into Wednesday. I'm not keeping them Tuesday night into Wednesday. Now, even though I'm saying that, they might be one or two that I might do that too, because number one, it's not going to make me lose a lot of money. And number two, from my research, I see that it's probably going to still do bad on Wednesday. So I will keep it open on Wednesday night. But other than that, my strategy is to buy puts on Monday afternoon between the hours of 3:30 and 4 o'clock. For those of you who are in the military, for between 15:30 and 1600. And then, of course, I'm going to sell Eastern Standard Time. And so I'm gonna have all of those puts and keep them overnight. So when the market opens Tuesday, if the market is bad, like normal, 92% chance the market, if you do the statistics on the days of the week and how the market, Tuesdays are always the lowest. Tuesdays are always the lowest. So that means the market's generally bad on Tuesdays. So let's take advantage of that on Tuesday. Let's take advantage of that on Tuesday, and let's try to now this only will work if the statistics shows right for Monday. So in other words, on Monday, if the market is doing so bad, you can't even afford to get in the puts because it's already bad Monday. All right. So you can't do that. Or number two, some of the puts that you would have had intention of using, you'll have to go use some other inexpensive puts, and then hopefully they are worse goes down on Tuesday. So that's the strategy for Monday. That's our strategy for Monday. And most of next week, particularly with the new members, we're going to be talking at the lower level for the new members, and we're going to be talking puts. You know how to make money when the market goes up because you're making a call that the market is going up. That's number one. Now I want to show you how you can still make money when the market is bad. When the market is bad, you're going to buy puts, and you're making money when the market is bad. All right. And so that's a good thing. So you can make it when it's going up or when it's going down. And then, of course, I want you to always remember to look for those inexpensive stock. I just mentioned some a little while ago. Buy bulks of them, bulks of 5, which you can afford. Let me put it like that. Bulks of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, whatever the case may be. Buy bulks of it. Buy bulks of it. And then again, after you've had them for about 2 or 3 weeks and you see that it's making you money, hold on to it. You see that it's making you lose money, get rid of it. You say that you see that it's making you lose money, get rid of it. Justin, what's up, man? You the man. Good to see you. So that is a strategy. That is a strategy for Monday. I hope that all of us try it. And I hope that all of us are successful with the strategy for Monday. That means that we're going to have to do a lot of stock charts reading Sunday night and Monday. For those of you who work during Monday and you're off after church or whatever, after work on Sunday, whatever, you get a chance to sit down and study some charts. And Justin, I was just telling them the strategy for Monday. We are going to concentrate on puts for Tuesday. On puts for Tuesday. Justin, I haven't even checked my U for a while, my YOU. So let me check that. I have quite a few. Look at that. Look at that. U is killing it, Justin. Claire Secure, YOU. For those of you who don't have it, I think it just went over $50. It just went over $50. Let me make sure. The lowest has ever been is $38, which has just started a few weeks ago, or a few days ago. And the highest has ever been is $53.97. The lowest been today is $46.30, 38 cents. The highs it was today is $51.38. And then it closed today at $52. So that's not bad for a stock that started just a few weeks ago. And let me because it just, you remember, I bought it on July the 18th. I bought it on July the 18th a few weeks ago for $41.70. And now it's worth about $11 more. So what is it saying? I've made since I bought it just a few days ago, I've made $313 total, but $113 today. Why? Because it closed at $3. It closed at $52 even, but it went up by $3.11 today and $2.57 after market. You can trade with that one, I think. Yes, you can. Before, I think you could not. And so you can make a bet that it's going to go up to $55. That what we say now. Tuesdays, don't confuse Mondays and Tuesdays. Now, I never told y'all that I'm going to hold some money for all of this thing that I want to do Tuesday, but y'all know I got good money in my buying power. So to buy a call, to buy a call to say that YOU is going to go up from $52 to $55. To buy that, that would cost you $175. Looking at the charts, looking at the Greeks, right? Looking at the Greeks, it says that the Greeks kind of low. The delta is at 0.31. The theta is at negative 0.08. The Greek kind of low. The rho is 0.0080. The gamma is 0.0383. And the vega is 0.0421. The Greek's kind of low. So it is a kind of risky one. But if you say you want to, if you want to close that one on August the 20th, it will cost you $175, because remember, that one's only going to close about every 4 weeks. You can't close it every Friday, every 4 weeks. So August the 20th or September the 17th or November the 19th or February the 18th, 2022. You can close every 4 weeks. But do you have to hold it until that long? No. You do not have to hold it until that long. Justin, I think you are saying that you had a call for you and it made you good money today. Is that correct, Justin? Is that correct, Justin? Well, if that's correct, Justin, that's what's up, man. That is what's up. That's what it's all about. Seeing everybody make good money on the market. Y'all just reminded me about something. All right. So we know how the market did today. The month of July, if you go back to, for me, you can go back to it on yours as well. But if you go to your main screen, the very top where you can see your investing total, and you click over the past month, So July, I didn't do bad. I didn't do bad in the month of July. I ended up in the red, excuse me, in the green, and I ended up over $5,000. So in the month of July, July wasn't a bad month, even though normally I'll make between 8, 9, 10,000 or 12,000 in a month. But this is and so it's not too bad. And what I mean by that, for the amount of money I have in my portfolio, for in the month to make $53.73, that's not bad compared to there were some times that in a month I made $500 and had the money that I had. So that means it was a horrible, horrible month. Justin, you had a $45 call for you. Am I right, Justin? I want to see. It's probably costs way too much now, bro. And of course, it's probably around August the 6th. You had a call, a $45 call, $45 call. They can't even. I can't even. Let me see. 28. See, it's not even one day anymore that it's gonna. Am I looking at the right thing? No, I'm not looking at the right thing. No wonder. I'm looking at Google. I'm saying you ClearSource. That's right. All right, now let's see. Just in August the 20th, a $45 call. All right. I see what you should have paid for it, and then let's look at the Delta. God darn Delta. The Delta is 74. Justin, you didn't tell me about that. You should have told me about that one. The Delta on that one is 0.74. The Theta is negative 0.06. Justin, that is, you the man, bro. You the man. I know you wish you had about 3 or 4 contracts. You would have been killing it, but Justin, that's what's up right there. Man, and let me see if I can get into that. I'm gonna get into that Monday. So it's $52 even now, and I can say by August the 20th, it's going to go up to $55, and I know it's going to turn around and hurt me probably on Tuesday. Let's say I'm wrong. So I want to buy one contract for $175. I'm going to put it in and say that you is going to go up to $55 by August the 20th. August the 20th. All right. Now, now if that processes on Monday morning, I will have 2 call contracts. Because remember, I already have AMD. I closed out all of the others. And my intention on Monday afternoon is have at least, it might be more, but is to have at least 5 contracts, all puts, some expensive ones, some inexpensive ones, and let's hopefully the market goes the way it normally goes on Tuesdays. So Tuesdays I can make a whole lot of money. I have a goal for mid-August. If that can reach that goal by mid-August, I will be okay. I don't see my nephew, my cousin CJ on tonight. Hope all is well with him. I don't see a lot of people on tonight, but those of you who are on tonight, thank you so much very much for being on. Before I get off, are there any questions? Are there any statements, comments, concerning anybody want to put out? Thank you for all that you do, Justin, for us and for the page. You are the man. William, again, it's good to see you. And then Patrick and Tammy, it's good to see you all. Angie, and Angela, both of you, it's good to see both of all you all as well. Now, let's talk about this is how I'm going to close this out. I don't know that I'm going to get on this weekend with so much going on tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be on the computers and on the television strategizing for Monday and Tuesday. And so if I get on Sunday night, it will be to tell you what I think I'm going to do Monday. Now, you don't have to follow me, but I don't mind sharing with you my strategies for Monday as far as calls. And then that's only indicative upon how the market is on Monday, because I might say I'm going to do one thing. Well, the market might says, hey, you might not want to do that, because if I'm planning on putting in a put for Tuesday and already puts a Monday expensive, so I might not want to do that. All right. Or if it's doing so well, and it looks like it's going to do well on Tuesday, like YOU, Justin, I guarantee you, it is, what is it, 50, it's $52. I guarantee you that one will be $100 before long. And so that's why, Justin, let me see how many did I have? I think I need to, I need to get, I got the money, Justin. I need to go ahead and not play around, and I better buy 5 more of those. That's only $260 for me, right? I better buy 5 more of those, because I guarantee you, y'all mark my word again, July the 31st, 2021, at 9:54, I told you all, Clear Secure YOU will be $100 per share before long. So what does that mean? Y'all better start buying some more shares. Y'all better start buying some more shares, so that, look, since I've had it, I made a total of $313 total, and $113 today. Do the math. And so that one is going to grow and grow and grow. And I don't know if I would dare try to trust to put a put in on that one. I wouldn't put a put in on that one, because that one looks going to take off for a while. Hopefully that is the case, but we'll see on Monday night. I'll come on Sunday probably to tell you my strategy, what I'm thinking about doing. I'll have it all written out and all formatted nicely for you. And if I have a chance to type it up, I'll drop it in there on the file, so y'all can see what my strategies are in case, depending on whether the market goes which way versus which way. So we'll do that on Monday night. Certainly, I hope. And for those of you who are watching, please don't forget to like this video. Please like the video, subscribe, click the little bell, subscribe, tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your friends. We are still looking for new members. Tell them it is absolutely free. There's no gimmicks, no game or nothing. And I'm very transparent. And so I'm not selling a pamphlet. I'm not selling a booklet. I'm not having you to register for this information on a webinar. Find somebody else online who's doing that, and let me talk to them, because they're not doing that. Everybody wants you to join their webinar for $9.99, or buy their pamphlet for $19.99, or subscribe to this for $12.99 a month, and then they're telling you the same thing I'm telling you, because a lot of time we're getting our information from the same place: Reddit, the news, MS finance news, or whatever the case may be. Benzaga, whatever. So they're telling you the same thing I'm telling you. What different are they going to tell you? The only thing different is they're charging you to tell you how to spend your money. And I'm telling you free of how to spend your money, how I suggest that you do. You don't have to do it. And I will even tell you about the warning. I'm honest, I'm transparent. I'm going to tell you where I lost money, where I gained money, how I lost money, and probably why I lost money, how I gained money and why I gained money, what worked for me, what didn't work for me. And then you all need to learn to be like Justin for the most part. Justin and Angie, Justin shares, he shares, and Angie shares, and Daryl used to be with us. Daryl's been gone for a while. He shares, and Cornelius shares and everything. So just don't keep the information to yourself. But if something worked for you, good. You are more than welcome. I think all of you should be able to post to our page, the Facebook page, so everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. If you post something there that's working for you, or didn't work for you, or you heard something and you would have posted on the page, please do so. I have now been on 53 minutes and 35 seconds. That's more than enough. Okay, you are most welcome, Patrick. Justin, I'll see you later. All of you, I'll see you later. It has been a wonderful, wonderful week. Everybody, please stay safe. God's love, blessings, and peace to all of you.